Welcome back to Healing Through Stories. Today we are talking about the movie Under the Tuscan Sun. This is not just a story about travel or starting over. It's about what happens when the life you believed in suddenly disappears. Have you ever had a moment where everything changed and you didn't see it coming? A relationship you trusted, a future you were sure about, a life that felt stable, and then one day it's gone. Not slowly, not gently, just suddenly different. In this story, a woman goes through a painful divorce, and with it, she loses more than just a partner. She loses the version of her life she had built around that relationship. The home she feels different. The routines feel empty. Even the things that once brought comfort now feel unfamiliar. And the hardest part is not just the loss, it's the silence that follows. Because when something that important ends, you're left with questions. What do I do now? Who am I without this? Where do I even begin again? At first, everything feels heavy. Even small tasks feel overwhelming. Even simple days feel long. And there's this quiet feeling like life is moving forward, but you're not ready to move with it. That's what heartbreak often looks like. Not dramatic, not loud, but deeply personal. In Under the Tuscan Sun, something unexpected happens. She doesn't have a clear plan. She doesn't feel ready, but she makes a decision. She changes her environment. She leaves behind what is familiar and steps into something completely new. And sometimes that is exactly what healing needs, a shift, not to escape the pain, but to give yourself space to breathe again. In this new place, everything feels different. The language, the people, the pace of life. At first, it feels uncomfortable, but slowly that discomfort begins to soften. Because when you are no longer surrounded by constant reminders of your past, your mind begins to quiet down. And in that quiet, you begin to hear yourself again. She starts noticing small things, the warmth of sunlight, the beauty of simple moments, the calmness of being present. And those moments don't fix everything, but they create space. Space where healing can begin. One of the most powerful parts of this story is that healing does not come as a sudden transformation. It comes slowly, through daily experiences, through conversations, through moments where she feels just a little lighter than before. And that's important because we often expect healing to feel like a big breakthrough. But in reality, it feels like small shifts. One day you laugh a little more. One day you think about the past a little less. One day you feel okay, even if just for a moment. And those moments you begin to grow. In this journey, she also begins to rebuild her life. Not the same life she had before, but a new one. One that is not defined by her past relationship. One that is built around who she is becoming. And that process is not always easy. There are moments where the past comes back, moments where she questions her decisions, moments where she feels lonely again. But instead of running away from those feelings, she allows herself to experience them. And that is where real healing happens. Not in avoiding pain, but in understanding it. She begins to realize that The end of her relationship was not the end of a story. It was simply a turning point, a moment that forced her to step into something new. And through that, she discovers something important. She is capable of creating a life on her own. She is capable of finding joy again. She is capable of feeling whole, even without the life she once imagined. And that realization is powerful because it shifts the focus from what was lost to what is still possible. If you are going through something similar right now, this story is a gentle reminder that you don't have to have everything figured out. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to rush your healing. All you need is to take one step, a small decision, a moment of choosing yourself. Because healing is not about going back to who you were, it is becoming new you. Someone who understands their own strength, someone who knows their worth, someone who can build a life that feels true even after everything changed. And maybe the most comforting part of the story is this: life has a way of surprising you, even when you feel broken, even when you feel lost, even when you think everything is over. There are still moments waiting for you, moments of joy, moments of connection, moments that remind you that life is still beautiful. And those moments come when you least expect them, but only if you allow yourself to keep going, slowly, gently, at your own pace. One day, you will look back at this chapter of your life, and instead of only seeing the pain, you will see the strength it took to start again. You will see the courage it took to keep going. You will see the version of yourself that refused to give up. And you will realize that even though it felt like ending, it was actually the beginning of something new.